I did not prevail in higher level review, right? Because you didn't know what you were doing, probably. What recourse do I have? Great question, great question, great question. What recourse do you have? So, um, well, you either go appeal, which is going to take 3 to 5 years at the Board of Veterans Appeals right now, which I would not suggest, or your other option is supplemental claim. But if you keep doing it yourself without legal representation, all you're probably really going to do is paper your file with a bunch of negative evidence because VRE is going to keep denying you over and over and over. So it depends on what you're going to try to do. But VRE is okay when it comes to higher level reviews, but you better know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get denied again. That's how it is. Sometimes you will win, but frequently you get denied. Then you got the supplemental claim route. Those are almost always going to get denied. And then you got to fight it again on a higher level review. So that's kind of how it works. Anyway, that's the gist of it. So supplemental claim is my guess, unless you don't mind waiting around for an appeal for 3 to 5 years, which I would assume you don't want to. So then your only next option is supplemental claim. Now you can reapply still because VRE did not change that rule after all. They apparently had cold feet after watching what Doge was doing to every other agency. So they're no longer doing that. And so you can reapply and then you get another bite at the apple. And is that good or bad? It depends. Does it work out for some veterans? Yes. Does it not work out for others? Yeah. Because then you end up getting denied and you end up with multiple bad decisions on your file. And then for an attorney like me, it's harder to win. So, you have to make a decision about first, how much is the benefit really worth to you? So you got to figure that out. If you're trying to get a $200,000 benefit out of VRE training to be a lawyer or doctor, it's probably not worth it to you to continue to play a little bit of counselor roulette to check your luck. But if you're not worried about it, then hey, apply over and over. But you're going to end up probably getting re-denied over and over again. So next one, RVing Bandit. Hey, new to the channel. Do you need to have your whole business plan set up to get qualified for VRE? No. You apply, then you may or may not get approved. Then if approved, and you want to help with business, you put that in, and then they're supposed to assign somebody to help with your business plan. That doesn't mean they will, but that's what they're supposed to do. So I hope that helps. Cams Media. I'm in the same boat as Brandon. Exhausted my GR Bill benefits. VRE says she could look into extending up to 24. Okay, so two things. First, the counselor is saying, I will give you an extension up to 24 months. That suggests a couple things to me. First, it suggests that she's willing to go above and beyond 48 months, which can only mean one thing. She's already found you to have a serious employment handicap. Okay? So what that also means is that if you have a serious employment handicap, you can get more than 24 months if the plan calls for it, right? You don't automatically get more than that. But if you have a plan, and it maybe should be more than that, that's something to consider. So just, food for thought. So if you use 36 months already, and they're offering to extend beyond 48, without knowing much else, I would infer that you have a serious employment handicap. And that's the magic, right? Because that's the thing that helps you go above and beyond. That's what I needed to become a lawyer. And then they helped fund part of my law practice as well, because I would not go away until they did everything that they were supposed to. And, even then there were some things left on the table, but that's just how it goes. You don't always win everything. And sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Okay. So that's the gist of it. You get what you get, but at a certain point you get diminishing returns. And, you can fight with VA forever and still lose forever. So at a certain point, you got to live your life. You got to move on and do the thing that God intended you to do. And rarely will VA be the end-all be-all for all things of what your purpose is in life. Only God knows what that is. And hopefully you have a little glimmer into it, like I did, to help veterans with veteran rights issues. And fortunately, that's what God had in store for me. And hopefully for you, it'll be as obvious.